Okay, looks like this thing is turned on. It wasn't a while ago when I recorded this entire set of instructions, and now I'm starting from scratch. Not my lucky day. Okay, this is your week 5 instructions. This would be the week of Monday, September 21st. In 1302, there is one grade that you'll get in this week, and that will be the first exam. So you open the 4 days, and there's several things I need to tell you about it. First, a reminder of how my exams are set up. They're 2 parts rated at 50 points each. There's a multiple choice section and an essay section. The multiple choice will consist of 25 3-option multiple choice questions drawn from the supplements. There's no direct relation between the chapter quizzes that you take and the major exams. The chapter quizzes are over the regular book. The exams are over the supplements, backed up by the lecture videos, which you need to watch them all carefully, along with reading the first 3 chapters in the supplements. So, at the Canvas site, under Study Materials, you will find Exam 1 Multiple Choice Section worksheets. So, take that to the supplements, look up whatever you need to look up, read through it, and if it looks like there's more than 25 questions worth there, that's because your question bank on this exam, with the exam randomizing 25 questions, could be 45 questions. So it's covered. It has to support all of that. Okay, and when you take it, the questions you may see are rated at 1 point each. It would seem normal for 25 questions times 2, 50 points, but the fact is that might sink some small craft. So I apply a formula to your raw score to get how many points you get on the multiple choice section. All you need to know about the formula is that you're very happy about it. Take it and run. But disregard the point total there, because what you see when you take the test, that's not done yet, because I assign the grades manually and enter them manually. So the test may show up. I don't know what you see from the student's angle, but if it says anything, it'll say not for grade. It is for grade, but it doesn't just go automatically into the grade column in the grade book. I put it there myself. Okay. The essay section will have 2 questions, of which you will answer 1. Pick your best shot, go for it. Just answer 1 question. If you change your mind in the middle of a question, I think there's a way you can let me know that that's not the one you want me to read, because I think it will present you 2 questions and it won't stop you from answering both of them. It's just, I'm just going to read one of them. So keep that in mind. I'm usually in a hurry. I've got 170 some odd students. Most of them will take this test, and I just have time to read 1 question. So I'll read the first one and be done with it. Okay. Again, it's worth 50 points. If I give you 45 or more points, I've given you an A on your essay. 40 to 44 is a B, 35, 39 is a C. Below that, it's a little different. Okay? You're with Alice through the looking glass. All right? If I give you some low 30s, that means that I just threw you some points so you could rise again to fight another day. If I gave you 30 points, if I gave you 25 points, that means I discovered words at the site in some language. So I blush to admit it, but I floor those. Okay, so you won't get just blown out of the tub the first time through. There's another thing about my exams. I'm going to use this semester for the first time 2 things, something called Lockdown Browser and Respondus Monitor. They are in tandem. They work together. The Lockdown Monitor means that once you start the test, and you will have, I believe, 60 minutes, unless you have an accommodation, which would be more, then that's for both parts. But once you start the test, Lockdown takes over your computer. You will not be able to do a screenshot. You'll not be able to go look up something else or anything like that. You have to focus on the exam and the exam only until you're through. The Respondus monitor means that your webcam is watching you and flagging suspicious activity. Because even though you're sitting there all by your lonesome out and wherever, I want you to take this test as if I'm watching you in a classroom. So you're not going to be looking at your supplement because the webcam will see you, or talking to somebody, or placing a phone call, or checking something on your smartphone. Okay? And it will flag that. I can sample it. If I'm suspicious, I can watch you take that test. So, good thing to know, make sure you're presentable. Don't become part of an urban legend. Okay? Got it? All right. About chapter quizzes, I have to regretfully make an announcement on that. I've been doing this for years, where my chapter quizzes consisted of 11 questions worth 10 points each. So if you get all of them right, you make a grade of 110 that gets averaged in as 110. And I'm pretty sure that worked as late as last spring. But last spring, the quiz had 11 questions. That was just what it was. This fall, they have many more questions than that. They're in a group which randomizes a choice of 11 questions. I think because of that, Canvas insists on averaging in a chapter quiz grade as a percentage of 110, not just a straight up number. So, since 110 is 100% of 110, if you get all 11 right, it's going to average in a 100. That's not the way I wanted it. If you get 10 right, that's 91% of 110, so that's going to be a 91. And it goes down from there. Apparently, there is no way that I can fix this. And I can't do anything about the two quizzes, the 18 and 19, which have already timed out, and the 20 and 21, which are currently in play with people having taken them already. Can't fix those. So I hate it, but it's just going to have to stay the way it is. But starting with chapter 22, a chapter quiz will have 10 questions with a max grade of 100. But if you get all 10 right, you'll get 100. 9 right is a 90, and on down like that. Okay? So, sorry, that's just the way it is. I've thought of one other way that might work, but I have no guarantee that it would, and I'd have to spend an enormous amount of time doing it. So I'm not. Okay, the impact of the differences between what I meant for you to make and what you can average in as for the first 4 will not be a significant impact on the final average. So there's that. And if the lockdown works okay on a major exam, I do not guarantee that I will not start plugging that in for chapter quizzes. Okay. Okay, preparation. For the exam, you have the major exam you have the exam 1 multiple choice worksheets, you have the essay prep document, and you need to read through those supplement chapters and watch the corresponding videos. Okay? YouTube sent me an email yesterday with how many minutes watched and how many people and all of that kind of stuff. I have 16 subscribers. I didn't even mean to have any subscribers. You don't want to know what kind of messages they're sending me. They're not my students that are doing it, but they're trolls in our midst. What I'm saying here is, what was I going to say? I tend to get derailed. People had watched videos for a total of, it figured out to 209 hours. That's good. Needs to be better. You do need to be watching the lectures. I think you'll do okay. Get some coffee if you need it. I've only put myself to sleep one time, but I did. I blush to admit. I guess I knew what I was going to say next. Anyway, I've got 2 more videos I need to do for 1302. We'll be dealing with immigration and urban growth. And seems like, I forget which one comes first in the supplement, but I'll be sure to put that one first, whichever it is. I doubt I can get through with 1 in 1. I don't really see it going beyond 2 more lecture videos, and that will conclude Unit 1. So, have a nice weekend.